Good morning, YouTube. So before we start this third edition of Ask a Gay Family, guess what today is? What is special about today?
It's my birthday!
So it's Daniel's birthday. He turns how old?
9.
9 years old.
Yep.
So what are we doing on this birthday this year?
I'm going to go to see G.I. Joe with my two dads.
Yeah. And who else is going to see G.I. Joe with us?
Wolfie.
Our friend Wolfie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wolfie.
And then we're going to go to dinner. You get to pick.
Yeah.
And then the major birthday thing's going to happen on Sunday.
Yep.
Daniel wanted to have a barbecue this year.
Yeah.
So we're going to our local lake and we're going to barbecue and we're going to go swimming and all of his friends are coming over.
Yeah.
And that should be a lot of fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian, kick it off with the first question.
Our first question today is one that we get a lot. We have today from Little Judy 38, Maxine, and Nando Bender sent in video responses. Plus, we've gotten this from a lot of folks through email.
A lot. This is probably I think our #1 question that we get.
Do your kids get teased, and if so, how would you help them?
Hi guys, my name is Maxine, and first of all, I just want to say how much I love and respect you guys for making the videos that you guys make and stuff. Do the kids get teased at all at school for having gay parents? That's my question. Hope to hear an answer soon.
Do you ever worry or wonder if the other kids tease them or make fun of them because having gay parents? And if they do, how would you help your kids cope with that?
The emphasis is, do they get teased because they have 2 gay fathers? That should probably be the emphasis of the question.
Nope.
Nope.
No, not really.
So, in all the...
Has anybody ever asked you why you have 2 dads?
No, not really.
No. But people know, right?
Yeah.
Kids know?
Uh-huh.
Now, you have been teased before at school.
Yeah.
And you used to get teased quite a bit when you were in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And what was that about? What were they teasing you for?
I still remember.
It was for your face. You remember? You used to have some problems with that because people weren't sure what happened with you. Yeah, we went through a whole lot of different discussions on what to say and how to deal with it. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, the second part of that question would be, if it does happen, how would we help them get through it? And I have a really bad history with being teased when I was a kid. I wasn't teased because I was gay. I was teased just because I existed. So sometimes I don't have a real great perspective on how to deal with that. So I'm going to turn this question over to Jay.
So, YouTube, I think what it is, you guys, is, we live in a very, very liberal area. We live in Northern California, and we're very lucky that in Northern California, people are very accepting, loving of differences. Now, that, as you know, that's not everybody. So I'd say in Prop 8, when Prop 8 passed in California, 68% of Sonoma County came out and fought Prop 8. I mean, they voted no. They wanted to keep gay marriage legal here in California. So it gives us a good indication of our county and how people feel about gay families. We're very fortunate. I don't think the kids will be coming across that issue too much.
No.
And of course they will. I mean, they will find some people someday that will be giving them a hard time because they have 2 dads.
Yeah.
But I think, you got to realize that people, you can get teased for anything. You can get teased because you're fat. You can get teased because you're a Latino. You can get teased because you're balding, which, I'm losing my hair, which Daniel likes to tease me from time to time.
Yeah.
So I think people like to tease and they like to harass because they're just mean-spirited people. So I don't think, the issue of, our kids having 2 gay dads is really going to be too much of a problem for our kids.
No.
You think it's going to be a problem for you? No. If somebody teased you and they said, I don't like you because you have 2 dads, what would you say? Can't think of nothing? What about, well, I have enough friends, so if you don't care for me because of that, it's kind of a silly reason, but I got lots of friends who love me and like me, so I'll go play with them. Might be a good thing.
But when I'm in kindergarten, they will tease me.
Yeah, no one teases you. You're too popular. So I think that's the thing, you just talk to your kids as the issues pop up. Hopefully, when that issue ever comes up for our kids, they're very confident, smart, great kids, and I think they can probably deal with it.
And I always try to tell them, when people tease you, it's usually because they are looking for some way to make you look worse than themselves. And if you stand up to that and let them know that you're not ashamed for what they're teasing you for, it takes away all their thunder.
Okay, guys, so you go play. And we gotta ask the next part. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
So we'll hang in your room for a little bit. So, okay, so the second question came from a good friend of ours. Well, I mean, I refer to my YouTuber friends who email and write and talk to us all the time as friends. Bye, Selena, go play room, please. Daniel, you too. As friends, even though we don't know you people, we've come to think of you as friends. And his question is, it's from Jim, and it says,
hey guys, this is Jim from Ohio, otherwise known as Stoner829. And I just wanted to tell you that I really like your videos. I think it's very important. More and more people should see them. So I have a question. This one is for Jay. Jay, as a police officer, have you ever encountered homophobia at work from the other officers because you're gay or because you got married or because you adopted? I know there's a lot of police officers out there that are gay and they're afraid to come out of the closet. So that's my question, and take care.
As everybody knows, I am a gay police officer here in Northern California, and I am very out about, well, I don't run around telling everybody, hey, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, and I think most people who don't know me personally probably don't know that, because I think, me and Brian aren't necessarily, I don't know, people don't necessarily think we're gay when they meet us, and and that's not something we purposely do, it just happens to be how it is. So, yes, I have encountered homophobia. I've been a police officer in California for 15 years. And I've had probably 4 or 5 major events where I've had to deal with homophobia. Now, usually, they're just little ditty things that you can ignore. And I'm not talking about joking. I mean, I'm not talking about with coworkers where we cap on each other, we're making fun of each other for whatever our differences are. Because we do that a lot in law enforcement, and it's a way of letting off stress. I'm talking about the down deep people who are hateful of people who are gay. And as Brian probably could tell you, I'm a very A-type personality. When you push me, I push back twice as hard. So I've never been the type of person who's been intimidated by people who are homophobic. When I come across those people and they try to intimidate me or make me feel insecure or less than, I shove back twice as hard. And they leave me alone because they're intimidated more by me than I am by them. I think the most homophobia that I've ever received was during Prop 8 here in California. People were actively talking about Prop 8 and about what it meant to allow gay people to marry. Even though they know me, and they know my partner, and they know we just got married, I had coworkers rallying other coworkers to vote yes on Prop 8. Now that killed me. It made a line in the sand, and it made me decide, you know what? The people who don't respect me, my relationship, and my family are on that side of the line. And those coworkers, I work with them every day. We're cordial with each other, but that's it. We don't speak. We don't talk about social stuff. I mean, it really did mean, there's 2 in particular that I no longer have any type of relationship with. And they know that when they're walking around me, they better walk on eggshells, because anything they say and do that's inappropriate, I'm going to hold them accountable for. I'm going to hold them to task. One of the coworkers, liked to come up in the front office where I was working on the computer, writing reports, whatever, and he would love to scream, yes on Prop 8, baby, which this is a couple days after Prop 8 had passed, and, feelings were hurt and emotions were running kind of high. And, I mean, maybe not the most professional thing to do in the world, but I pulled him into the back and said, you ever fucking say that to me again, and
I hope you can bleep that.
Yeah, you're going to really regret it, because, I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you what this gay faggot can do. Now, I know that's a little bit strong words, and that's why I sent the kids away. But it was a circumstance where there's an A-type straight male who was trying to make me feel intimidated because he's very, pro Prop 8. And since Prop 8 passed, he decided that he could try to, intimidate me. And as you can see with my response, which I really didn't think through, I don't like to be intimidated, so when people try to intimidate me, I tend to want to intimidate back. And Brian usually does this to me.
I don't deal with things that way.
Yeah.
But it's important to note with that, even though there are instances of homophobia, if you look at like our wedding video, You know, at least half of the people in that video are sheriffs or deputy sheriffs and people that Jay works with every day who came to support us. And during the last Pride March, the sheriff was actually in the parade, which it's the year after the big election when gay marriage lost. He didn't have to be there at all, but he was there. And
I think another thing that we got to remember is sometimes stereotypes are ridiculous. Some of the people who I didn't initially invite to our wedding were people who I thought, okay, might be conservative, might not support a gay marriage, and would be very uncomfortable coming. And then after we sent out all of our invitations, I had 1 or 2 people come up to me and say, Jay,
where's mine?
What's the deal? I mean, we've worked together for 14 years. We're friends. Am I not invited to your wedding? And I was like, whoa. You know, that's pretty amazing. I mean, here's a, you know, a friend of mine in particular who's an older conservative Chinese man. Stereotypically, I just thought, okay, maybe he wouldn't be interested in coming. But his feelings are actually hurt that I didn't invite him. So I think sometimes we need to be more open to thinking about, you know, people, you know, don't stereotype people. Don't stereotype straight people. Don't stereotype, you know, minorities, blacks, Chinese, that we might think wouldn't be so receptive to gay people.
Don't stereotype yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Don't stereotype yourself. So I guess that's going to pretty much wrap up this session. Thank you for all the support we've received, and we really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the foul language, but I wanted to be as real as possible with this video. We are going to end this with the measuring of our kids, because it's really cute. It's a family tradition we do every year, and it's amazing within a 6-month period how tall they can get. They're growing like weeds. Brian feeds them way too much. So I guess we'll just say, take care, you two. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Have a good day. See you next week for another Ask a Gay Family.
Keep the video questions coming.
Wow.
Okay, Brian, what are you doing?
I'm measuring the monkeys.
Yeah? So?
Let's see how tall our monkeys are.
Okay, YouTube, every year, well, twice a year actually, on Selena's birthday and Daniel's birthday, which is today, Daniel's birthday, we measure. We measure the kids and see how far they've grown.
Back. Head straight. There we go. Okay, now step away.
Selena, you've grown.
Step away.
Come on out, sweetie. You've grown. How much has she grown? So how much is that?
It's about an inch.
About an inch? Uh-oh, another inch since January. You guys are growing way too fast.
I'm almost as tall as Brian.
Okay, now it's Daniel's turn.
I'm almost tall as
Go, Dan, go.
Hey, Daniel, hop in there.
Dan, hop. Dan, go.
What?
It's your turn.
Still doing it.
Okay, Daniel. Okay, ankles all the way back to the door.
Ankles.
Okay,
Head straight.
Back.
Nice and tall.
Okay, now step out.
Wow. Daniel, you've grown
Almost 2.
almost 2
About an
inches
inch and a half.
since January. You know what? You have got to stop growing.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you are getting way too
Dad,
tall.
look at me. I'm almost about his age.
You are. You're almost as tall, very tall.
Well,
Yeah, well, he's short.
you just got a point.
Yeah, it's between his ears.
So Daniel and Selena, say goodbye to YouTube real quick.
Bye.